Hey, what is going on, you guys? My name is Rayge, and we are back today with a quick overview breaking down what we've already kind of seen and speculated as Apocalypse's leaked kit that was sent to the public there. First and foremost, shout out to Tana for, getting this information, but as well as populating it and preparing it in this presentation format. So do, head over to his channel and check out his videos, because he also made a video as well of some other exciting characters that are joining in the next patch. But I really wanted to focus on Apocalypse, guys, because this is the character that's been highlighted all of since last year, starting this trend of the Scourges with the legendary Horsemen as well as the Saga. So exciting times, and it's now time to break down his kit and really see overall, where the value is going to be coming from him once we have access to him, unlocking through the Sagas and the legendary Horsemen combinations. So that's it, guys. Let's get this party started. First and foremost, again, Apocalypse, he's going to be a villain global mutant support character. So I was interested to see what his final classification would be, but it looks like it does make sense that he's in a supportive capability, just given that he has the other 4 horsemen already identified and extremely powerful characters already in this team synergy. Some of the best legendaries in the game. So having his kit and finally seeing the rest of it is really gonna, allow us to be able to kind of theory craft on how this team is gonna function and the strategies of which one's the best to capitalize on. So yeah, let's get this started, guys. So his basic attack, gaining offense up as well as speed up for 1 turn. He also heals for 5% of the max HP, so you can see right away his attack is going to scale, and as well having 100% drain. Essentially, whatever he damages is also going to be replenishing his HP, and again, scaling with HP. This also cannot be blocked and is unavoidable, so no dodges or anything is going to get in the way of that, which is very notable here. We have his ISO/counter/assist mechanic also identified. So he's going to be gaining offense up and speed up for 1 turn whenever there's any impact of the counter or assist. He's also, again, going to be healing kind of similar to his basic ability, but you can see here he's also going to be attacking for primary damage as well as piercing, and again, that 100% drain that's identified. And with these attacks as well, it can't be blocked and is unavoidable. So and then what the last comment here is going to be going into more of his kit, but while empowered, in that empowered state for him, any enemies killed by this attack can't be revived. So it's going to be very similar to Black Bolt's ability, where anything kind of killed by him, they're not going to be able to be coming back alive. So this really does stop, enemies that have that revive mechanic, such as teams brought out by Dormammu. Very important detail for sure, because now that we're seeing all these different team dynamics with Dormammu, this is going to shut them down for sure. We have next up his special ability, costing 6 energy for the time being from this leak, but attacking primary and adjacent enemies for 350% piercing. If the target has defense up, he's going to be attacking again, and once again that 100% drain kicking in, so really healing. He's always going to be self-supplementary and supporting himself through the heals. He's also going to be applying an ability block as well as to a maximum of 2 turns, probably depending on the T4 that we upgrade. And then this actually does get redistributed to the rest of the legendary Horseman allies. With this ability being an offensive attack, he's also cleansing the negative effects from himself and the Horseman allies, in addition to the 2 allies with the highest damage. Afterwards, applying defense up to, again, a maximum of 2 with immunity and safeguard, as well as, again, to the 2 allies with the highest damage. So this is going to be limiting in the sense that it's going to really target the best high damage allies that we have on the team. But again, an attack that was meant to be offensive is also providing value in terms of healing, being able to provide buffs, and as well as cleansing. So a very powerful special ability. This almost functions like an ultimate, so it's going to be absolutely devastating to see the type of support he brings in, just to kind of flip the tide of battle even when it looks pretty bad for the team. The immunity and safeguard really does ensure these conditions stay on, but again, cleansing the negatives that stick on our allies and slowing them down. Next up, we have the ultimate ability here, costing a very hefty 8. But you can see he's going to be clearing all barrier from enemies. So more notably, when we have, the Eternals that we've been up against, Infinity Watch, Bionic Avengers, list goes on and on for enemies that actually have barrier now. So by being able to cleanse all that is a huge addition, because you can pretty much just instill raw damage on the enemies, right? He's also going to be attacking once again with that 100% drain, so healing. He's also flipping defense up and other positive effects on each enemy, as well as ensuring they stick by applying that trauma for 1 turn. Now this is what's going to be kind of different about his mechanic, which is gaining that empower state. So we're going to talk about that a little bit later. But you can see following this attack, just, you know, icing on the cake, granting all of his fellow horseman allies 60% speed bar. So pretty much ensuring that they get a turn right away after this attack. And again, can't be blocked, countered, or avoided with this attack. So a very powerful ability for a powerful legendary character that we're going to see being unlocked here. And this really does, you know, give him respect in terms of one of the most powerful abilities in terms of what we've seen. Making sure it drains and applying that trauma, ensuring it sticks. But the empower is the big question mark. You know, what does that mean? What actually happens when he activates it? And we're going to go over that next here. So this empowered state essentially gives him a new basic attack here, guys. So keep in mind, if he's going to be considered the horseman as well with Apocalypse, he likely will get that buff as well in terms of the speed, but we'll see how that gets kind of traded out when it does come to fruition here. Regardless, this basic attack, when empowered, he's going to be stealing 60% of the primary target's HP. So keep in mind, we go back to this ability here where the ultimate's activated. He's cleansing the barrier from all enemies already. So pretty much you're just going to be left at a standstill with defense down and trauma. And then he's going to be following up afterwards with this basic empower attack, stealing 60%, ignoring death proof, is unavoidable. But you can see the last comment here being his empower does end. So essentially this ultimate abilities prepares him to use this very devastating basic attack that's going to be allowed following in his next turn. And again, ignoring that death proof, so pretty much ensuring that he has the ability to kill whoever's going to be you know, in his path. You know, and this could be a very key enemy that we want to aim for. You know, a character like if we're up against another Morgan Le Fay, if we're up against, you know, another legendary horseman, or even just a key player in the enemy team list, and absolutely just wiping them. Even if it doesn't take them all the way out, it's pretty much going to allow the rest of the team to do the rest of the work. So otherwise, what actually happens to the special and the ultimate? Well, we have that detail here. Apparently, the special and ultimate, when empowered, can't be used at all. So essentially, the empowerment it pretty much just allows him to use the basic attack, which is most notably what we see here. And this essentially allows him to pretty much take out an enemy of your choosing. And given the fact that they will have, you know, the defense and positive buffs being flipped against them with trauma, this is absolutely just going to turn the tides of battle. And I can see the value they're going to be getting with this ability. And keep in mind, this is just Apocalypse that we're talking about here. We're not even, you know, mentioning how powerful the other 4 legendary horsemen are together. So it's going to be interesting. This is the leak so far, but I definitely see that there are some gaps here. I feel like there are some synergies that we're not seeing, that's saying the benefits that the horsemen get together, right? And keep in mind, all the horsemen should be able to have some buffs together the moment they're all together. That factors in all of the unlockened and awakened states of each of the horsemen. But there you guys have it. I think this really is going to be one of the most powerful characters in the game when he comes in. A lot of his abilities don't even need the horseman, which is pretty scary. Because again, he's going to be a self-sustaining character, a villain global mutant support. It'll be interesting to see if he has the legendary tag going forward. But I mean, this is a very powerful character, guys. And I don't want to dive too into the speculation of, you know, what he could or couldn't be, because as far as we know right now, his release is still at least a couple months away. This leak could have been an accident, and they could definitely make modifications going forward. Even so, like, you know, if you recall, you know, they released Dr. Doom and Dormammu's kit, yeah, I think a couple months before the Dark Dimensions came out as well for them, right? So things can always change. Things can always change. This wasn't even official on any kind of blog post or anything like that. So this is just a teaser for sure. Can his abilities get even better? 100%. Can they be modified and nerfed? I can definitely see that potential too, just because now we've seen what he can do in his kit, and him being another empowered character, kind of like what Thanos gained, having the Black Order on his side. But this is a very notable attack. So definitely food for thought for sure. And I also see just a lot of potential in terms of what he can be as an ISO 8 now, because of all of his abilities being able to scale. with HP or the fact that it has a drain, especially with him having that empowered state. So lots of ideas for sure, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below, but it's going to be a very exciting character to see. I'm very eager to see what they're going to confirm here in terms of what we see. But again, huge shout out to Tana. Thank you so much for putting this together for us to see, because it's always great to speculate, and it's a huge Marvel fan. It's great that after waiting a year plus for this character and building towards him, to finally get a little bit of detail in terms of what we can expect. So let me know what you think below, guys. I'm eager to hear what you want or what you're expecting from this as well. Thank you as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.